From the crossroads of America, we're at the center of Indianapolis, Indiana, as we get a look here at Lucas Oil Stadium. Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And here we go from Indy. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. Got a man. It's Thomas. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
The rookie out of UCLA in on the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. 34 yards on that punt. And the Colts will take over. New set of downs for him from the 46.
70 range. Ready? Mustang 19.
Richardson throwing to start out. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
18, Pioneer. Warrior 70.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Working quickly here. 3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. Brought in inside the 20. It's don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Hey, Lion, Lion. Hey, I'm gun. Hey, kill. Go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. On the move. He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And the Colts pick it up. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
1st down throw here from Richardson. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So that brings up 2nd down.
60 back. Come on. 19 Lion. Check, Bobcat.
2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Escapes the pocket. Caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this down to the 10 before hitting the sideline. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Mitchell will go in motion right.
Go.
1st down from the red zone. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Go, set. 60 Bobcat. Check. Panther 11.
Play action with Richardson. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
On the ready.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Rock roll 80. Trap 60. Set up.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Ready.
3rd and goal for Richardson. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts pull that in front further. 13-zip. It's an Adnan Mitchell touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
24.
On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
They'll go right back to Pierce. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support. Not many corners can make that stop.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Go, let's go. Here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. That's Cup on the slant. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He beams one deep right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Roll. 79 Broncos.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
To the 38 before going down. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down throw, Lawrence. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Juju Brents with a pick. At the 20. And he makes the house go. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Right, let's go.
Now Lawrence coming off a pick. Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey, run.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. 21-0 our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Back for the 2nd quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And he's able to get this down to the 36. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
30 left.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And he found a gap to take this down to the 28. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
30 left. Hey.
From the 28. Brought in close to the 8. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
Working inside the red zone. That's Thomas. He's got it. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdout.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners. There'll be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game. Yeah. That's well done.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars get it back to a 14-point game. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. This finds Mitchell complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front had to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And it'll be first down, Colts. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Mitchell now in motion left.
Go.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
Check smash. Check smash. Go, Rick. Go. Ready.
Richardson now on 2nd and 10. He finds Laporta. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Trap 60. Trap 60.
Man in motion here.
Ready.
From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go. Street.
Running back sent in motion.
70 range. 70 range. Hut.
They'll throw again, Richardson. He brings it in. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Quick throw left side, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
24.
Give now to the running back. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Jaguars with a lot of ground between where they are now and where they need to go. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. 3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, no matter what the call was offensively, the key to the success defensively right there was that blitz. With their initial push, able to generate so much pressure and get the sack before he could find any outlet.
Nice punt here. He'll get under this fair catch at the 9. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Colts have a long football field ahead of them on this drive.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. Check.
On first down, it's Richardson. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Jaguars, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful, right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Hey, let's go.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Got a man, it's Thomas. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Next time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Another try following the sack. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball, too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half.
Here we go, set. Pioneer. No street.
All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Terrell Bernard tracking that one down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Oh no, they get him yet again! And the Jaguars will start with it in the 4th after an interception to end the quarter. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. He was looking for Cooper Kupp, and now they face 2nd down.
24. Here we go.
Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. Up the sideline, past the 45. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
70 Lions. Hurt. 18 Raptors. 60 Mavericks. 19 Lions.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's trying to go deep again. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
7 Pirates. Go. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Richardson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Richardson on third. He puts some power on a deep one left. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Jaguars are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Talk 70. Let's go now. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
19, Tiger, 19, check, hurt. Ready?
Taylor again. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
60 by 6, 60.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He's going to push one deep down the... He's got it inside the 25. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
Bravo 80. Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready.
They go again with Taylor. Take it across the goal line for an Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts grow their lead off the turnover. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30.
Got it. Ready?
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's taken in by Cup. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
All right, let's go. Smash.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jacksonville in punt formation. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this one is away, and he got all of it and then some. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
60 Eagles. Come on. Set. Go track.
Play action with Richardson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. That one intended for Adonai Mitchell. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
19-18. Here we go. 79 Broncos. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
70 Lions. 18 Pioneer. Here we go. Set. Warriors 70. Cup 19.
Slot man motioned over. 3rd and long. It's Richardson. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Here's Jake Camarda to send it skyward on 4th down. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. He'll start from the 39. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. Looks like he might break it for a minute, but still a good 14 yards on the return. And it'll be Jaguars football. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down.
Hey, run.
Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Great job. On red. 11 Agate. Silver.
Lawrence looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
Hey, go.
Working inside the red zone. He'll get this to come. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. This one's caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. The defense calls a timeout. That's their 1st. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Hey. 11. Here we go.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's the Jags football, but here in the 4th, that lead likely too much to overcome. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
Hey, Lion. Go. Red.
Now it's Lawrence. That one's incomplete. Couldn't connect.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept at breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
Lisa 24. Here we go.
They'll try him left side. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Jaguars making the scoreboard look a touch better. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the Jaguars make it an 18-point game. Not really much of an avenue left for a comeback in this one, but they still have to try the onside kick here. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Straight ahead with Taylor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Another shot for Taylor. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. 3rd and goal for Richardson. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Butker knocks it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Red on red.
Hand off to the back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Steadily keeping him involved in their passing game, Brock, but that throw now didn't work out the way his earlier targets have.
It kind of felt like, you could see that from the booth, this defense was sick and tired of this running back catching the ball.
Yeah.
A whole lot more active in their coverage, and somebody was ready to finally separate the football when it arrived.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
11. 30 left. Silver.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Chased out to his right. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stands.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
First down throw here from Richardson. Escapes the pocket. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first.
19 Lions. 7 Lions.
First down.
From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So 2nd down coming up. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job at breaking that pass up with contact.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Panther 11. Panther. Trap 60. Trap 60. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Go.
Throwing off the play fake here. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
Caleb Farley on the cover.
Evan McPherson lining up the field goal try.
McPherson
This from 35 yards away.
35 yards.
Butker knocks it through. And the advantage now sits at 24.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
All right, let's go.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Davis there to grab it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First and 10 from the 41.
Hey, run.
Now Lawrence. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence to throw it. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Jaguar first down. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Take right open.
First down throw, Lawrence. Completed to Davis. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down. He'll throw it yet again. Cup on the catch. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
Hey.
Lawrence working from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche.
Putting the body on the line for his team. Now, hang on. Looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. The Jaguars ready to send this downfield, and away it goes. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's loaded another one up. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. That's St. Brown working the sideline, complete. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Come 19. Track at 60.
They'll throw again, Richardson. He beams one deep right side. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Caleb Farley has it. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
I don't know how many you could have next to you, Kate, that have been in this spot before, okay? I have thrown 5 interceptions in the game, and happened to be our rivalry game back in college. It was one of the most humbling, horrific experiences of my life. Please, Coach, take this player out. We do not need to see another interception added to his ledger.
Lisa 24.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Kill.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's taken in by Cobb. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Same right. Here we go.
Trying again following the sack. Trying to push it deep downfield. And there's our last-in image of this game. It's intercepted. Nick Cross has it. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these 2 defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. So the Colts pick up the win in this one. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.